She didn't even look guilty. That's the part that still messes with my head. I walked through the front door after a 12-hour shift, exhausted, tie loosened, mind already craving silence. Instead, I heard laughter. A man's laughter. Deep. Comfortable. Like he belonged there. I stepped into the living room, and there they were. My wife was sitting on the couch, legs tucked under her, wine glass in hand. Next to her sat a man I had never seen before, relaxed, arms stretched along the backrest like he owned the place. My place. She looked up at me and sighed, annoyed. "Oh, you're home early." The man didn't even stand. I asked the obvious question. "Who is this?" She didn't hesitate. "This is Daniel, my partner." Partner. Before I could process that word, she stood up, walked past me, and opened the hallway closet. She pulled out a suitcase and shoved it toward me. "Pack your stuff," she said flatly. "This marriage is over." I laughed. I honestly thought she was joking. 7 years of marriage, no warning, no fight, no discussion. "You brought your lover into our house," I said slowly. "And you're telling me to leave?" She crossed her arms. "I've been unhappy for a long time. Daniel understands me. You're always working, always busy. I deserve happiness." Daniel finally spoke. "Look, man, no hard feelings. These things happen." That's when I realized something important. They thought I was finished. I didn't argue. I didn't yell. I nodded, picked up the suitcase and walked into the bedroom. I packed enough clothes for a few days, grabbed my laptop, and left without another word. They thought my silence meant defeat. What she forgot, what she never bothered to remember, was the prenup. I spent that night at a hotel staring at the ceiling, replaying everything. The late nights she stopped answering calls, the sudden gym sessions, the password she added to her phone. I had trusted her so completely that I ignored every sign. By morning, the shock had hardened into focus. The prenup wasn't something romantic. It was something my lawyer insisted on before the wedding. At the time, she rolled her eyes and said, "Do you really think I'd ever cheat on you?" Irony has a cruel sense of humor. The agreement was simple and airtight. In the event of infidelity, proven with evidence, the cheating spouse forfeited rights to the house, shared savings, investments, and any spousal support. Everything. And the house? It was in my name. I didn't go back home. Instead, I went straight to my lawyer. Within a week, we had what we needed. Text messages she forgot to delete from the cloud. Photos Daniel proudly posted online, tagged at my house. Even neighbors' security footage showing him entering while I was at work. My lawyer smiled. "This is very clean." 2 weeks later, she was served divorce papers, at home. She called me screaming. "What is this? You said nothing. You just left." I kept my voice calm. "You told me to pack my stuff. I listened." That's when she realized something was wrong. Her tone changed. "Wait. The prenup, you wouldn't actually—" "I am," I said. "Already did." Panic crept in. "Daniel said you wouldn't fight. He said you were weak." Weak. That word tasted bitter, but satisfying. The court proceedings were short. Brutally short. The judge didn't care about her feelings or her excuses. Evidence is evidence. Contracts are contracts. She lost the house. She lost access to our joint accounts. She lost the car I paid for. She got nothing. Daniel disappeared the moment reality hit. The partner who told her to kick me out suddenly wasn't ready to help with rent, bills, or lawyers. He stopped answering her calls within a month. The day the court finalized everything, I returned to the house. The locks had already been changed, by my order. She showed up hours later, furious, crying, dragging a suitcase behind her like I once had. She banged on the door, screaming my name, saying we could talk, that she made a mistake. I opened the door just enough to look at her. "You told me to pack my stuff," I said. "Remember?" She broke down. "I didn't think you'd actually do this. I thought you loved me. I nodded. I did, but you loved someone else in my home. I closed the door. The last I heard, she moved in with a friend, then another, then another. Daniel moved on to someone new. No drama, no loyalty, just gone. Funny how cheaters always think betrayal won't cost them anything. As for me, I redecorated the house, traveled, slept peacefully for the first time in years. People ask if I regret not fighting for the marriage. I don't. Because the moment she brought her lover home and told me to leave, she didn't just end a marriage. She activated a contract she never thought would matter, and that mistake cost her everything.